Hello, guys. So today we are going to talk about the DS260 processing to the interview stage. Many of you already know that when you win the lottery, you have to submit your DS260, which is the immigrant visa and alien registration application, um, and which is the DS260. So you submit this application, and between that point and when you get your interview letter, it seems like there's been a lot of confusion and a lot of speculation of what happens between, after you submit your DS260 and when you get an interview appointment. So I just came up with this illustration to see if I can better explain what I think happens between these stages. Okay, so after you determine that you are a winner, what you're going to do is you're going to fill your DS260 application. When you fill your DS260 application, it will go through processing, reviews, background check till your case is processed. When your case is processed, then you wait for the visa bulletin to show that your case is current. When your case is current, that means that a visa has been allocated to your case number. And then you can, look forward to a second notification letter, which is also the interview appointment letter. So it's basically from the DS260 case process to your case current and then getting your interview notification letter. Occasionally, a case may skip the current stages and move straight from being case process to get interview appointment letter. In my experience, this is not common. I've so far just seen a couple of cases where the applicants, their cases were not current. They were not even going to be current by the time they attended the interviews. So, but they were able to get interview appointments, went for interview, and then their cases were approved, but then they were left in AP until the cases became current. Remember, it is important that a case becomes current because that is when a visa is allocated to that case number. So as I said in this example, those people who got interviewed without being current, they couldn't get their visa at the time of their interview. They had to wait until their cases became current before they could get visas. All right. Here we have um, our cases going through um, processing, so we will do the cases that have been submitted in the red here. As you can see, the cases, red cases here are the cases that are being processed. You are submitting and you are in queue. Now, when your case has been processed, it goes through the processing queue over here and then it comes here. When a case is processed, it joins the queue at the back. Okay. Okay. And when a case is processed and it becomes current based on the visa bulletin, then now it jumps from here and then comes back here. Now, when a case is scheduled for interview from the current queue, which is the AV queue, then it goes here, as you can see from the animation. All right. Now, uh, sometimes a case, may move from here, just like I said before. A case may just, not go, a case may not go here, right? It will move just from here and then go straight and get their interview appointment letter. Now, if you are in this stage and like I said, if your embassy is not a busy embassy and stuff like that, then it's possible, but like I said, this is not common. But when you are here, okay, when you are at this stage, let's focus on here for a second. Let me clean this ink up. So when you're at this stage, let's say that this one is case number 10. This one is case number 2000, okay, case number 2000. This is case number 1700. This is case number 4000. Okay, and this is case number 26. Okay, let's say that these are the case numbers. Okay, CN as case number. Now let's say that there's a US embassy. This one belongs to somebody from, let's say, Liberia. This person is going to Monrovia, so it's going to be MRV. This person is going to, let's say, Accra, so it's ACC. This one is going to Freetown, FTN. This one is going to Yaoundé, right? And let's say this one is going to, say, Lomé, all right? So now all of these are they are waiting for interview. So let's say that the US embassy in Lomé, Togo, the US embassy in Togo, right? They open the availability and then they are like, we are ready for interview. And then they look in here. Guess what? This person is going to um, get scheduled, and then you were a Ghanaian and you're like, why is that my case number is 2000? I've been current for a while and I'm not getting interviewed. But then look at Lomé people going, right? And let's see the US embassy in Cameroon. Yaoundé here, okay? Yaoundé came late in the line, right? And let's say this is Accra. But Accra is, let's say, case number 140. Yaoundé is 12,000. And let's say that the VB, the visa bulletin, the cutoff point for AF is 13,000. So now all of this, Accra and Yaoundé, they are both current. It doesn't matter that Accra has a lower case number, Yaoundé has 12,000, but they are both current. So when, let's say, the US embassy in Yaoundé is the one that is working, if Yaoundé is the one working, then when they send the second notification letter, this person will get it. And then the person from Accra, you're waiting because your embassy hasn't got to you. And then new ones will be joining and they'll be getting an interview, but then you're waiting. So at this stage here, at this stage here, your embassy has a lot of influence. Your embassy has a lot of influence. The processing capacity of your embassy impacts you a lot. All right. Now let's look at another scenario. Let's say you are, let's say this is case number um, uh, 24,000. Okay, 24,000 range. This is 160. But this person came after that person. And let's say that the US Embassy in Accra, Ghana, they are scheduling an interview. And they only schedule one person. Who do you think will go first? Although this person is supposed to go first, the 160 is supposed to go first. But because this one is in queue first, this one may go before this person. Right? Because as long as you are in this queue, it means all of you here, you're all current. Nobody is special here. When you are at this stage, nobody is special. Nobody is special. Your placement in the queue and your embassy that is attending to you. But let's say Accra is sending appointment letters for, 5 cases, okay? And then this one is 24,000, this one is 160, this one is, say, uh, 475. All of this will get interview and go for interview. So that's why when you look at the data for the interview scheduled, you will see somebody's case that was 19,884. That person got interview appointment before the person whose case number is 19,882. Okay, so sometimes that is how it works. But you see, you don't have much of an influence at this stage. You don't have much of an influence at this age. At this stage, you have a whole lot of influence at this stage here. So you need to make sure, you need to make sure, you know, you need to make sure that you are submitting your DS2EC early, because if you are late, you'll be back of the line. Remember, they come through, right? And then they come out here, and then when you are processed, you go to the back of the line. Okay? So the other thing is that, let me clean up and then show you another scenario. So at this stage here, at this stage here, if say your case number is 60,000, okay, somebody's case number is 2,000, somebody case is 4,000, somebody case is 500, and in this case is 1, okay, but your case number is not current. Let's say the VB is at say 5,000. Let's say VB is at 5K. That means that all of these people will go. All of these will go, right? We'll move to the AVQ, whilst this one will wait. You will wait. So 60K will wait until you become current. All right. So 60K will wait until it becomes current. Then it can also now move to this stage. So sometimes when you have a higher case number, you might spend a longer time at this stage. You will spend a longer time at this stage. All right. And I know it's no fault of yours. You didn't do anything to deserve that. You have no say in whether you get a lower case number or a higher case number. But it's just the way the system is set up. If people would submit their DS260 in a timely manner and things were working at the same pace, then there shouldn't have been any delays along the journey, right? But since embassies are not working at the same speed and people are not submitting their DS260 at the same speed, that is why some people there will be a backlog, there will be a longer wait here, right? Because if let's say that the people with the lower case number were required to submit the application in May, they submit it, they schedule them, and then the embassies are working, they schedule them, and then in June the next squad will submit their DS260, and then they process them, and then they schedule them, and then the next squad will submit, they process them, and then they schedule them, right? If the embassies were working at the same pace and people were submitting their stuff on time. But the thing is that someone may have a case number 1, somebody may have 2K, right? But the case number 1 would take a long time, and then the 2K goes ahead of them, and then now they are complaining why is that somebody with a case number 2,000 is getting interviewed, me I have 1 and I'm not getting interviewed. Is because of here you let that person go ahead of you. So those of you who are hoping to get good news when they announce the next winners, I hope that you take this piece of information seriously, so that you don't repeat the mistakes that others have experienced. But we hope that embassies will increase their capacities for interviews, and so that many people may be able to get their interviews, especially in the African region and in the Asian region, where a lot of the embassies were not performing as much as their counterparts in Europe were, working. So, guys, this was all that I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that this, kind of helps you understand the process just a little bit. All right, I know I may not be able to remove every doubt in your mind. Um, and guys, please know that I don't even work for KCC. I don't work for KCC, and I don't know anybody who works for KCC who's creating content. So this is just a perspective. This is just my idea of how I think, and based on the data we have collected over the years, based on the experiences that we have seen, the things we have seen, and and this is what I came up with. So I hope that this animation helps you a little bit understand how things are, so that when you are doing things, you are able to make better decisions because of what this video has illustrated here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the Facebook page, Wafoi TV. Guys, I share great content there. You will not miss out. You're not going to be sad on that page, okay? I'm talking about the Facebook page. But guys, if you need to make a consultation, whether you need somebody to hear you out, you're making a decision, you want somebody to, you want to pass it by somebody, you have a question, you need advice, anything, just send an email to wafoitv@gmail.com, and then give me a little bit of explanation of what you need help with. And if consultation is needed, I will send you a link to book a consultation. I love you guys. My name is Ikia Ofoy. I'll see you on my next videos. Bye bye, guys.